Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk about why you shouldn't let tough times make you lose your humanity. Now, we all know that 2020 has been an absolute chaotic year thanks to COVID. And one trend that I've noticed, and I'm sure many of you have as well, is that COVID has made people be a lot worse to each other. It's made people be a bit mean and rude and basically treat other people like enemies because now, thanks to this virus that we all have the potential to spread, we go around treating every single stranger we see in our day-to-day lives like there's somebody who we have to watch out for, somebody who could potentially harm us greatly. And that can be true, but it shouldn't make us lose our humanity and start treating them like they're our enemies, because they're not. I mean, I've experienced this quite a bit because I still enjoy going for hikes. I like taking walks. And I've noticed, even when you're wearing a mask out and about, that people just treat each other differently. Nobody, well, one, we can't smile at each other anymore because we're wearing a mask covering our face, so that's out the door. And that's one of the easiest ways to be friendly and show humanity to other people. So now the only method we're really left with is our eyes making eye contact or saying hello to somebody even with the mask on or making a gesture at their direction. But basically, this year has just made so many people treat others like they either don't exist or like an enemy. And it's really bad. This is probably going to take a bit of a toll on all of us psychologically because that's not the way human beings should be. I mean, I've lived in a big city, LA, for pretty much my whole life, and I've studied psychology enough to know that when a lot of people, millions of people are in a small area, it makes all of us naturally lose a bit of our humanity. We start treating each other like people who we don't care about, like they don't exist. We basically stop caring about each individual person we come across. And this makes sense psychologically. It goes back to that whole tribalism that we used to have back in caveman times, where psychologists basically assume that the maximum tribe size was about 150 people, because beyond that it'd be too difficult to remember everybody's names in the tribe and to know everyone on a first name basis and to know about their life and who their parents are and what skills they have, that sort of thing. Once you go beyond that 150 tribe size, people start to lose their individuality. They start to lose their humanity with each other because it's just too hard to keep track of everyone in the tribe at that point. And that's what happens in big cities. That's why people in rural areas where you have really small town sizes, that's why people are nicer there. They're kinder because it's a small town. They know that if they see someone on the street, they'll probably see them again at some point. And here in the cities, we don't have that. And then when we have tough times like this year, it just compounds the problem and makes it even worse. Because then you have the problem where not only were people already treating each other like they don't exist, but now we have this virus that's making us treat each other like literally enemies, like people who could potentially kill us. So we have to completely avoid them and treat them in that way. And it's messed up. This video is actually inspired by an interaction I had yesterday that just opened my eyes to how bad things have gotten. I was going from my car to my apartment, which is a very short walk, and I was actually retrieving a mask from my car so that I could go out with a friend and wear that mask. And I actually, actually this was 2 days ago, not yesterday, but anyway, so the walk was so short that I didn't put my mask on because I'm like, I'm just going from my car to my apartment. Who cares? I'm not going to run into anyone. But sure enough, I actually ended up walking near this old man, so I gave him the 6 foot distance. But apparently that wasn't enough for him because after he passed me, he said underneath his breath, "Asshole." He called me an asshole for not wearing a mask, and my immediate reaction was to laugh because I was just thinking, holy crap, this is where we're at now. Like this guy is my neighbor. I could potentially see him again. And here he was labeling me an asshole and ruining any potential of us being on friendly terms from here on out. And I was just like, that's crazy. It sucks that we've gotten to this point. And I'm not trying to act like I'm an angel here. I know I should have worn my mask even for that short walk just because he happened, other people happened to be in the area. So that's on me. I'm not claiming to be an angel, but I don't think I deserve to be called an asshole for that either. I think that's a bit drastic. So this just shows how where we're at now, the place we've come to. And it made me want to make this video because I hope that none of you people, none of you will be like this guy was. Because that just isn't cool. You don't want to lose touch with your humanity just because you're scared or because the year has been tough or because things are rough in your life. You never want to let that happen. Even when things are rough for yourself, try to maintain your humanity and treat other people with kindness and respect and empathy. Even when you're hurting inside, try not to spread that pain because it's really easy to do. I mean, believe me, I know I've studied enough psychology. I know just how simple it is that when we're hurting and we're feeling those deep emotions, we feel like spreading it, even unintentionally. It's the way things work because we get so self-centered that we stop caring about other people. And when we stop caring about other people, that's when we're way more likely to hurt them because we're literally not even going to think about how our actions and the things we say will affect that other person. So whenever you're going through tough times, just try to remember not to lose your humanity, to not become one of those people who treats others like that, who's cruel for no reason. It's not good. It doesn't make you look good to anyone else, and it makes your life a little bit worse each time you do it because you're just solidifying that horrible behavior, and you're also cutting off potential connections with others that you may end up seeing again. So never lose your humanity, no matter how tough things get for you. It's so important. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!